Yeah, they're not sticking like Velcro, so she's probably going to be accepted, especially since I've destroyed any and all future queen cells. Welcome back. The plan for today is pretty simple. Inspect the hive, see if they're all alive, and feed them sugar syrup and pollen patties. The robbing season is full on, even though there's goldenrod everywhere. So I'll have to be careful, make the inspections as quick as I can, so I don't start a robbing frenzy into the open hive. Let's get to it. As you can see, robbing season is on. Time to feed the bees. Oh, and I also took the occasion to tidy up my leftover boxes using the wooden beams as supports so they don't directly touch the ground. Especially once winter comes, it's going to be better for the boxes. Let's have a look at the pollen patties. Looks like they took a good chunk of it. And this hive is pretty strong. So what I'll do is get rid of those scraps and give them a full pound. But first, let's make sure there's a queen. There was some heavy robbing when I dismantled the hives. Unfortunately, I could not get it on video. There was a rainstorm coming and I did not want to risk my camera getting soaking wet. Yeah, there's eggs in there. Let's grab a pollen patty and feed those gals. Now, I don't know if breaking down the strong hives to one box was the best solution, but that's all I could come up with at the moment. It spread the strength out, and hopefully it'll be enough. They have a full pound of pollen. I flip it the other way so the bees can access the sugar water I'll put once I'm done placing the patties. There we go. Let's put that back on. Now these were pretty strong. I don't think they needed extra food. So let's close them back up and flip the cap. There we go. I may have lost one queen in the transfer. Fortunately, I see 2 queen cells over here and no eggs. Now it's not too late for the queen to get replaced, but it's going to be close. I'll keep on looking for eggs, but yeah, I may have lost a queen in the transfer. Now, in order for these to have, well, close to 10 frames, I gave them a second super, but it could only fit 4 frames. So I added a foam partition with tape on one face and all sides. That way the bees will not chew through it, and it will provide insulation during winter. Now let's have a look, see if there's any eggs. It does have one disadvantage though. It's really a tight fit. All the second story is food. I'll move the camera around so you can see the inside. Let's look at the bottom chamber, see if it's cleaned right. Give it a fresh patty. Alright, let's have a look inside the bottom chamber. Now they only have 9 frames, but that's the best I could do. Let's see if there's any eggs. Let's go in the sunlit spot. Yes, we have fresh eggs. This partition is queen right. Let's give them a pollen patty. Now these I can place sideways because the feeder will be on top. Come on. Here we go. Important to always remember to put the insulation pad on the outside. That's a slab of brood. It's a good sign, but I want to see eggs just to be safe. There are eggs. All right. This with a shim around this to let the bees pass, but not the queens. All right, I got the feed, so I'll just fill in the top feeder. These have their pros and cons. They're quite bulky, but they help a lot in preventing robbing. So I have mixed feelings about them. I have mixed feelings about them because storage is an issue for me right now. Now the advantage of bucket feeding is, well, It's quite easy to refill. They don't take much space, but animals can tip them over. Okay, it's been a little over 24 hours and I've gotten a new queen to replace the one I accidentally killed. So the task will be finding all royal cells and destroying them and placing the queen cage so that the workers can free the queen. Now, the most likely reason why I lost this queen is the way I tried moving the hive. I tried finding the queen. What I did is take 2 empty boxes with a bottom board, put a frame excluder in the middle, and I tried dumping the bees on the excluder to find a queen. That did not work very well for me. It's a viable option, but I'm just not experienced enough, I think. The way I did it for the other 2 hives, I just took one box, moved it to its new spot, placed an empty box to use as a funnel, and dumped the bees of the remaining box to ensure that the queen would fall in. Those 2 worked. Okay, here we have our queen cage, and here's the colony we need to re-queen. Well, they're going to be grumpy since it's the evening, so I'm going to be pretty generous with the smoke. I got to inspect every single frame, find any cell, and destroy it. Very important to remove all cells, otherwise you risk losing the introduced queen by rejection. Here's 2 more. That's a drone cell. That's a lot of cells. Let's make sure there's nothing left. All right, next. Bit of extra smoke. Make sure they can't smell any alarm pheromones. That is a lot of cells. I think we're close to 20. Okay, next. Always make sure to check the corners. Sometimes they hide cells in them. No cells here. Let's see if they like her. I'll put this queen on top. Wait for her to be smelled. And once they cover the cage, I'll try moving the bees off the cage. If they stick like Velcro, it means they're rejecting the queen. All right, that's all food. And that's it. I'll close them back up. And oh, I gotta place the queen cage. So now that all the frames have been cleared, Let's see how you guys, girls like the new queen. They seem interested. Yeah, you can see them dancing over the cage. How do they react? Yeah, they're not sticking like Velcro, so she's probably going to be accepted, especially since I've destroyed any and all future queen cells. So I'll go in the middle of the nest. I'll place the exit facing up so that any dead bees do not clog the entrance. Like that. It'll give them a few days to unclog the entrance. So hopefully you learned something from this. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time. Please like and subscribe.